In this video, I will take you through few free resources that can help you become a data analyst. So if you are someone who is appearing for an interview for a data analyst position, or if you want to gain skills that are required to become a data analyst, then this video is sure for you. So do watch this video till the end, and without wasting time, let's start with the video. So let's answer the first important question. Who is a data analyst? The name itself suggests that he is a person who takes all the data and do some analysis onto it. But how does a person can do all the data analysis part? Let's take examples. Like, instead of just giving bland definitions, let's take examples and examine this. Let's say there is an edutech company. So this edutech company makes videos for students. They have a product, they have an app where all the videos are listed and students can watch through them. Now, a data analyst, now let's say there are two analysts. One is a data analyst and there is a product analyst. So what do these people do? Let's do this. Let's examine this. Now, to make the videos, there will be SMEs who make all the scripts, PPTs. There will be graphic designers who build images, GIFs, and once all this is done, they take it for shooting. The shooting will be done. Then the video editors come in. They do all the video editing. They check all the lighting part. They check out the cuts. They apply some interesting transitions. Then there will be motion graphic artists who will create the motion graphic elements for the video. And there will be a sound team who add some interesting or feeble sounds for the video. Once the video is done, the entire video is sent. The entire video is finally taken through a quality control, quality check, and finally it is uploaded onto their product. So this is an end-to-end happening at an edutech company. Now, in this fashion, there might be hundreds of videos getting produced over a month or a week. Now, if a vice president of that team, of any team, or let's say if the vice president of the entire department wants to know how the process is going on, at what is the rate at which the number of videos are getting produced. So if they are not producing at the required rate, so who is acting as a block, who is acting as a hurdle to achieve this required rate. So he can't go through all the sheets that are maintained by different teams and understand what is happening. He doesn't have the time, he doesn't have to do this. So here the data analyst comes into the picture. Now the data analyst, he take all the Google Sheets or the Excel sheets or the Zoho platform, like wherever all the data is stored by the SMEs. So the SMEs will store about the dates at which they are starting with the PPT and the final links of the completed dates, and when the PPT went to editors, when the PPT went for shooting, when the videos went for editing, everything. So all the dates, all the information is stored in the form of sheets. Now he take all the data, he clean them, he process them, he applies few filters, important filters, and finally creates dashboards for the vice president so that he can go through and check all the data on a daily basis and see what is happening with the data. So this is one example, or this is one responsibility area where data analyst comes into a picture. There are also few areas where they can start working. For example, if there is a car reselling platform, so in this company, a data analyst can apply some predictive analytic models, go through different factors that affect a price of a second hand or a used car, and finally come with a model which can predict the price or the appropriate price for you to sell your used car and to get better deals. So this is what a data analyst can do in different companies. So it is not a properly defined one. He can wear different hats in different companies. Now here you can see some dashboards that are built by data analysts for the administration teams. This is a very simple dashboard I am showing, but in real life the dashboards are a bit complex. Now let's look at the job description, the responsibilities and skills required for an entry-level data analyst in different companies. So there is one site called instahyre. I found it recently. It is a very interesting one, and the companies that are registered or listed in this site are also very good. They are like top-notch startups that are doing best in their area. Now we have Dunzo. They have a data analyst position open as of now, so it is still open, so you can go and apply for it. Now if you look at the requirements for an entry-level data analyst, you can see that they require you to be proficient in SQL. So SQL is the most important skill, underline that. And the second skill that they are focusing at is the working knowledge on MS Excel. So both these skills are required so that you can handle data, you can extract data and do some filtering or cleaning of the data. So ability to handle large amounts of data. So once you are proficient with both these skills, then by default you are good at handling large amounts of data. The third one, ability to handle unstructured problems through data-driven decision making. So as a data analyst, you will be facing a lot of upcoming challenges. So you can't, as a hayway, you can't go with the tide and start working. No, you can't do that. You have to see what are the roots of a problem. You have to see what are really affecting or what are the catalysts for this problem, and then start doing some data-driven decision making. And companies test your decision-making skills, test your structured thinking by asking you case studies and guesstimates. Now the third one, the remaining skills that are required are motivated, self-driven, ability to self-prioritize work, proactive, take initiatives, ability to drive effective team communication through mails and workbook design. Okay, this part is really important for a data analyst. A data analyst should be good at communicating all the data to others, and he should also be good at documenting and mailing, because he will be presenting all the data to higher management, and they don't have the time to listen to all the factors or all the data, all the data terminology and everything. They want simple A to B answers. They want simple logical answers that will make sense in real life. And you as a data analyst who go through all the data, who dive all the insights, finally have to give them reasons why the projects are lagging behind and what they can do to boost the process. That's it. Take quality responsibility. This is what I was talking about. So at Dunzo, since the opening at Dunzo is still there, you can directly go and apply on instahyre by posting your resume. Now let's check out another company, Delhivery, where the product analyst position is open. Responsibilities as a product analyst. You will work on customer facing SaaS product of Delhivery. Okay, this part you will learn, actually you will get a hands-on once you get into the company. Own all user and developer manuals. Okay, implement product analytics embedded into a software and build dashboards. So dashboard making for data-driven decision making. Becoming an in-house expert on all existing product features lies with support teams. So all these responsibilities, you will get a proper induction on what you will be doing once you get into the company. But let's look at the important part. There are requirements. There is no bar on the experience. You can be anywhere from 0 to 2 years of experience. Undergraduate degree in engineering or related technical discipline from Tier 1 institute, a must. So if you have any economics, statistics degree, engineering degree, or a commerce degree from Tier 1 institute, then yes, the doors are open for you. Good understanding of web application architecture, database schemas, and SQL. So SQL is again put on the top. Solid written communication skills, enjoy documentation. Again, the same thing is going on. Detail oriented, structured thinking, detail oriented. Guesstimates and case studies are the parts where you can impress the interviewer. Empathy towards customer needs. Okay, domain knowledge of supply chain. So it is preferred, not required. So again the same things got repeated. SQL, Excel, structured thinking, logical thinking, data driven decision making, thoughts. That's it. Now, so as SQL is the most important skill that is required, let's check out some resources that can level up you in the SQL and make ready for the data analytics interviews. Okay, so the first resource that I have here is Utsav Awasthi's YouTube channel. So in his YouTube channel, Utsav Awasthi, like he's a BITS Pilani alumni. I guess he also has experience, hands-on experience as a data analyst himself, and he made a four video series on SQL. And actually I went through a lot of videos to practice SQL myself. I found his strategy, or I found his way of teaching very interesting, very intuitive. And if you are someone who does not have any idea on SQL, who does not have any idea on coding itself, then this is a must-watch series on SQL. So he will not only tell you how to do SQL, how to write queries on SQL, but he will also teaches you how you should document the queries that you are writing out. He will also takes you through his own experience as a data analyst. He will give you more insights on the interview questions that have a high possibility of getting asked. And finally, he teaches you SQL by running the queries and showing you what these queries will do by doing a similar process on Excel sheets. Excel sheets. So see over here, he's applying similar filters and showing you what the results Excel will give if you're doing the same queries on SQL. It is a very important and useful resource. And also I'm dropping the links for all these resources in the description channel, so do check them out. The next resource that I am mentioning is Upgrade's free online courses. And note guys, I'm not promoting Upgrade in any form here. I just I went through few of these free courses. They are really good, they are really amazing, and they will surely, through these courses you will surely gain a lot of skills. So I just wanted to mention this, and I just wanted to thank the Upgrade team. Okay, so for SQL there are two courses that you should focus on. One is the Introduction to Database Design with MySQL. In this course, they teach you everything about what a database is, what kind of data is stored in different databases, and how you should learn the schema, or how a database is formed, and how you should learn to understand the database, and how you can execute queries to extract data from that. So the Introduction to Database Design with MySQL, this course will take you through all the requirements. And there is a second course, Advanced SQL Functions and Formulae. This course will teach you how to, what kind of functions, or this course will teach you everything about the functions and formulae which are there and which you can learn easily to get data with optimized results. They also teach you how to write conditional statements, case statements like if, else, where, wherein, everything. And also the loops, I forgot. Also the joins, they teach you everything about joins and advanced SQL. The third one, W3 Schools, it is a very good resource. It is a very proper resource if you are someone who love reading, executing there itself, and get deep, or if you're someone who love reading, execute there itself, and want to get few more insights on the same queries. So this resource is surely for you. So here you can see the syntax, see what are the results that you can get. Let me take you through this one. So here you can see how to use the keyword order by, how does the syntax looks, or how the syntax looks when you write a query using these keywords. What are the results you will get from this, and you can try it out yourself. You also can get through different examples from the same thing. So this is a very useful resource. And finally, now out of all the three resources, you can pick any one to learn SQL, and like they all cover all the required things for SQL. But the resource given by HackerRank, it is a very important one because it will let you practice SQL queries. It will also, there are also few, the HackerRank community itself is so developed that you can, in their comment section and in their discussion section, you can go through different ways of writing the same query over and over again. Some are like very well optimized queries, so you can learn that insights, and this will surely give you some brownie points in the interview. And also you can show off your SQL rank in HackerRank. You will get badges, right? You can tell the interviewer that you have a 5-star gold 5-star gold badge in HackerRank. You can also tell them that you have certifications, like HackerRank also give you certifications for SQL. For example, here you can see that, right? SQL Intermediate and SQL Basic. You can get both these and show off your skills during the interview time. The next skill is again about Excel. So Excel, I only have one resource here. This will teach you everything that is required. So for SQL, you can find it in Business Basics under the title Introduction to Data Analysis using Excel, and the other one is Exploratory Data Analysis using Excel in Excel. Actually, the EDA in Excel itself has all the videos that are in Introductory Data Analysis. So you can directly jump off to EDA and start learning the course. It is only a 15-hour course, so you can complete in 4 days, or worst case you can complete in 1 week. And Excel also, usually in 1 week you can master the Excel, or at least you will have an intermediary knowledge of writing all the SQL queries, if not advanced. If you are like sitting out all the week, then you can also become an expert, pro in SQL. So in 2 weeks, SQL and Excel, you can cover both of them. Now the third part, Guesstimates and case studies, they both come together, and the most important resource is Victor Cheng's playlist on case interviews. So this is a very classic, people consider this as a classic series on case studies. So Victor Cheng himself is a consultant. He was a consultant for McKinsey. It is like the topmost consulting firm in the world. And he is a graduate from Harvard. He teaches you everything, like how you should take up a case, how you should see. Suppose over here, just that the codes are a bit. The playlist is not that organized, so you have to see. You have to find and go through each and every video. Or here itself, like you have video of 6 out of 12, video of 10 out of 12. So using those codes, you can go through this series. He will give you different case problems and teach you how to go through each and everything. How a case study or how a case problem should be progressed. He will teach you that skill. It is a very important one. Now the second one is Aditya Agarwal's YouTube channel. So once you are done with Victor Cheng's case study, the entire series on case studies, you can check out Aditya Agarwal's YouTube channel. He is an IIM Ahmedabad alumni, and in his playlist, he did a lot of guesstimates. Here you can see that. There are playlists dedicated for case studies and guesstimates. He takes up very interesting guesstimates, like not a very conventional ones. Suppose he can teach you about number of trains in Delhi metro network, number of flights out of Delhi in 1 day. And he will also teach you the strategies that you can build yourself while approaching all these different problems. Suppose here, area of India, estimating the area of Delhi, improving restaurants experience. This is actually a case study, not just a guesstimate. Addressing Naxalism, okay, this is a very unconventional case problem. Profit and loss electronic manufacturers in India, this is a case problem. So the first 4 are guesstimates, the next are cases, and you can also check out the other playlist in his channel as well. Let me show it. It is a very good channel. Like I myself learned a lot about case studies and guesstimates from this guy. So here you can see how you can start a case, what are the questions that you should focus on, what are the parameters that you should focus on. Here, investments and merger and acquisition. That is actually merger and acquisition you don't get to face for an entry-level data analyst, but still you can practice out of fun if you have time. So here also you can see he also will give you insights on interviews during a case study, unconventional case, reducing aircraft accident scenarios. So these are very useful. The third one is case interviews cracked. This is also a very apt resource for guesstimates and case studies. So this channel was started by 2 IIT Bombay alumni who themselves cracked interviews in McKinsey, Boston, Axel Partners, and also few other management consulting firms. So here what I found interesting was they not just, instead of just telling about your case, they play a skit type of thing where one will act as an interviewee, one will act as an interviewer, and they show you how during interview how you can progress a case study or guesstimate. For example, here they take a guesstimate on laptops, guesstimate on laptops used in India, petrol pumps in a location, some unconventional case studies like this one, how to increase the profits of a hotel. Travel time unconventional, so how to decrease the travel time for all the employees in an enterprise. McDonald's profits, McDonald's losses, how to increase the profitability of an electronic shop. So everything you can do this. Like suppose if you are launching a solar lantern in India, so this is also a very interesting case study. Suppose if you are launching, then what are the factors that you should focus on, how to get profitable, and what kind of solar lanterns you should focus. So this will let you polish your structured thinking skill. Because all of us have already a decision making mindset, all of us have structured thinking. These cases will let us to polish them. Okay. The last one, the consulting and strategy club, IIM Lucknow. So here also you can get different guesstimates and case studies for practice. You can go through them. Like my advice is practice guesstimates. You can practice them individually also. Case studies, sit with friends, few of your friends, and act like one of you take an interview part, one will take an interviewee, and then let the others observe like what mistakes you're making or what can be further added so that your case becomes really good and solid. Like finally the conclusion statements. So in this IIM Lucknow's channel, they will finally, like throughout the case, they will take you what should have been asked to make a proper impression on the interviewer, and finally how to draw conclusions. Instead of like going heavy, they will finally take the case from end to end, which is a very good thing. And upgrades free online resources, yes, even in this resource you can learn few fundamentals on strategies and on doing case studies and everything. It is a bit advanced one. You don't have to do it, but if you have that interest, then go to the business basics or go to the business basics tab, and there over here business analytics fundamentals, and that will help you gain all the strategies or all the insights required. It is a 6-hour course, so over a weekend just binge watch all the videos that are there. And also one more thing, suppose over here, the analyzing patterns in data and storytelling in the same business basics page. So this will show you how you can make effective decisions on data driven decisions, what the companies were calling it. This will help you develop, or this will help you tell you where you should focus on, the detailing part. You should be more detailed, you should be more data driven guy. So this will polish your skills on that part. Now coming to the next skill, Python. If you notice, in both Dunzo's and Delhivery's requirements page, they didn't talk about Python. So as an entry level data analyst, you don't have to know Python, but trust me, having skills on Python will be an added advantage for yourself. And Python, where can you learn? See, Utsav Avasthi, this guy made an 8 video series on Python. He will also be covering all the required libraries for data analysis. He will cover pandas, he will cover matplot. So here they are. It is an 8 episode series. He will also teach you, he will also give you insights on the interview questions that can be asked. So just go through this. But again, Upgrade also have the same thing. Upgrade, where you can find it in their data science domain. In their data science page, you can find all the resources for Python. But what I suggest is keep Python on a lower priority as of now, since your interviews will be coming on, right? So keep it on a lower priority. Learn some fundamentals. If you get time before the interview, if you get a proper 1 week time, suppose here they have you programming with Python, introduction for beginners, learn basic Python, both are same actually, and then learn Python libraries, NumPy, Matplot, Pandas, all of them. So you can take both these courses up and finish them. It will take around 1 week, 1 proper week to cover on Python. So keep Python on a lower priority. That is not a must skill. It is a preferred skill as of now. So I think these skills are actually sufficient, to get started as a data analyst. And so out of all these resources, pick one and stick to that one. You don't have to juggle with all the different resources. But except for Guesstimates. For Guesstimates, you need more practice. So go through different cases in all these resources. But for other skills, like for SQL, HackerRank is must. But other three you can pick any of them. Finish one, and if anything is missing out, then search online for that skill or required. Or you can just directly go for interview questions. What are the different interview questions asked? For Excel, I just gave only one resource, so it is done. So go through any of these skills. So go through any of these resources, master that skill, practice more, and that's it. I think you're all set to give your proper interview and crack your dream job as a data analyst. So good luck for your upcoming interview, guys. And I hope you like this video. If you do so, click the like button. If you have any questions, or if any of your friends or you faced a very interesting interview question which you want to share, then do comment about this. And finally, do subscribe to my channel. In our next video, we'll be discussing about the difference between data analyst, business analyst, and product analyst. And we'll also discuss on what are the career prospects for these 3 different roles, how do they advance in their career. So do subscribe and press the bell icon so that you'll get notification on that video also. So guys, that's it. With this, I hope all of you crack your dream positions, and also do comment once, if you have cracked your data analyst interview, do comment so that we all congratulate you for your success. Thank you. Goodbye. Take care.